Yo, what's up? Sorry I haven't been posting lately. Been in my head a lot. But I'm back now. It's whatever. So, today I wanted to talk about why it's so important to be a motivation and a inspiration to kids of the youth. And yeah, because alright, the reason why I say kids of the youth and not, just everybody, you know what I'm saying, is because people like the youth is a lot more easier to mold, if that makes sense. It's a lot more easier to get your mind across. It's a lot more easier to teach. That's what I mean. um it's a lot more easier to teach the youth than it is adults, because be adults adults will be in their mind a lot. Adults will think that they know everything. Adults will base everything off of what they've been through, you know what I'm saying. But if you direct the right energy and then the right teaching, the right energy and the right knowledge to the youth, they can actually accomplish something, and especially nowadays, because nowadays people, like, well, kids, including myself, are going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot that adults didn't have to go through nowadays, because they didn't have technology. They didn't have all the stuff that we have now. So in that case, it's different. But I mean, yeah, and I feel like it's more important because, all right, so kids, they're lost right now. You know what I'm saying? Kids are lost right now. They're looking up to somebody for help. Um, and I feel like it's important to be an inspiration, to be a fuck, I forgot the word, a a model, a model for the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why you go to school, and the teachers always say, all right, model for the people younger than you, because you're supposed to teach them how they're supposed to act, or not how they're supposed to act, but like, what I'm saying, like, give them the right energy so they can be the right person that they want to be, so they could have that resource. Adults nowadays didn't have that. Adults back then didn't have that resource to. They basically just based everything off of themselves. Everything they they basically grew up themselves. They didn't have no knowledge. They didn't have somebody to look up to. Well, at least not to the extent that we do. We have people to look up to that's not even in our own family. We have people to look up to around the world because of technology. And I feel like that's it's very important to be a role model for the kids of the youth. Um, because it's easier to teach them, and it's easier to make them. If you feed kids of the youth the right energy and the right knowledge, there's no saying what they can accomplish. Right now kids are going through a lot of stuff, especially since Rona happened. Depression, anxiety, stuff like that. Suicidal tendencies. Some of them probably went through suicide around their lives. Um, and I feel like it's very important to teach them how to deal with that pain, to teach them their resources, to feed them good energy so they can give out good energy too. Um, in that case, I feel like, well, in that sense, I feel like it's important to teach the youth, because, all right, and another reason why I say it's important to teach the youth is because adults are stuck in one. Adults already made up their mind and what they're gonna learn and what they're gonna accomplish. They're not gonna take advice from somebody younger than them, because in their mind they haven't been through like the same shit they've been through. And to some extent they're right, but to some extent they're right because we didn't go through as much as they went through, but we did go through what we went through, if that makes sense. We went through what we had to go through at that point in time, and everything leading up to that time. So because we didn't go through the same thing is because you should take advice from people. Because, all right, you grew up a certain way. You've been through certain things, so you don't know certain things. So when somebody giving you advice and you don't take it, it's kind of stupid in that manner, because they haven't grown up like you, so they know a lot of, they know things that you don't know, and you know things that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to take advice from people of all ages. Um, just because they're kids or just because they're adults or your family or any of that doesn't mean you should shut them down immediately. It doesn't mean what they're telling you isn't right, you know? But yeah, I mean, it's very important to teach the youth to to have good energy. The youth is the future. Okay, yeah, the youth is the future. I was gonna say something else, but I cut myself off because the youth isn't just the future of this country. The youth is the future in general. You know, is the future of this world. You know, so how they grow up and when they understand, you know, it can evolve into much greater from the next generation beyond that one. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I feel like this generation is already more accepting than the past generation, and much like LGBTQ community, LGBTQ plus community. You know what I'm saying? They're more accepting of that. They're more accepting of blacks, of interracials. You know what I'm saying? Of mixed people. Just they're just more accepting in many ways, and the ways that they aren't accepting, you know what I'm saying? The ways that the next generation beyond that will be accepting. We this generation, my generation right here, this generation that you are born in, is the future. You know what I'm saying? This generation will make history and it will be history. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to teach this generation right from wrong. It's very important to show them that that a wrong versus a wrong doesn't equal a right. You don't always have to get even. You don't always have to speak out about every single thing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're going to speak out if something's toxic or if you need help, but you're not going to give people the reaction that they want. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that you take that and you take that and you take that wisely, you know? Um yeah, so I just wanted to hop on today and just share my mind, share my thoughts about that situation. Um Sorry I haven't been posting. I've been thinking of more things to do. I guess I've been stuck in my mind a lot. Um I've just been stuck in my room a lot, to be honest. Haven't really gone outside that much. I don't know. I just been in my room just thinking about a lot of stuff. I'm thinking about starting up a gaming channel. I'm thinking about streaming more. Just trying to find the right people to actually, you know, to actually help me with that. Because I don't like inviting people into my life that doesn't have the same or better work ethic than me. Because I give my all to something and I expect them to do it back. You know what I'm saying? I expect them to share the same dream as me and to be more, to not be more, but to be genuine and to be, I don't know, more, I don't know, it's weird. I expect them to be like passionate, more passionate about it, you know? So I'm very picky about the people that I let into my work business and the people that I let into my life. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Um, Hope you guys enjoy this little rant or whatever you want to call it. Make sure to give out the right energy. Um, make sure to take accountability, responsibility, all that good stuff, whatever. Um, yeah, and that's all I wanted to talk about today.